In this video, we're going to look at how to install the Adobe Creative Cloud desktop app onto your computer. Now, that little app will give you access to all the software in your subscription. So the desktop apps that you've got access to, mobile apps you've got access to, and web-based apps that you can use as well. So it's the first step in getting access to Adobe Creative Cloud. So at this point, we're assuming you've been given access to Creative Cloud, or you've purchased it, it's come through your workplace, whatever. We're going to focus today on workplace enterprise agreement style access, and you'll see how that all works. Now, the first thing we have to do is download this little app here, which is the Creative Cloud installing app. Now, I've already got it on my desktop, but the place to get it is here. Now, I'll show you this link later, but you could go through this download button here, but it takes you through a sign-in process with Adobe, and then you actually pick your software that you want to install rather than just the desktop Creative Cloud app, and might not be as easy. So I went to these links here. There are two. There's a Windows link, so 64-bit Windows link for Windows 10 and all other versions there, but in this case, the one on a Mac, we want the Mac link. So if you're using OS 10.12 or better, use this one. If it's an earlier OS, well, this link here. However, with some of the earlier OSs, some of the desktop apps might not work. Tend to have to be up to Mojave to have access to all the apps. If you're not sure what it is or where you're at, click on the Apple button here, About This Mac, and it tells you. Here we go, OS Mojave version 10.14.1 on this particular computer. So yep, that's no worries at all. So I'd click this link here and I'll download it. You may have access to that download file through another process. It might be through Google Drive, your business or your workplace or your school's uploaded it for you already, so you can access it. It may be in a number of different sources for you, but if you haven't got access to it elsewhere, this is where you get it. So let's minimise that. So here's the app. I'm going to double click on that. Waiting. Fast off the mark there, try again. There we go. It's opening it. Now you most probably going to get at some point another message from your computer. I'm just thinking of that, so I'm going to hit install. There we go. Yes, I want to open it. I know it's a safe app, so hit open. I have to put my computer password in. To do that, hit OK. Now remember, that's your computer password, not a password for any other access stuff, depending on how you've set your computer up. Okay, now I've got to sign in with my Adobe account, so I'm going to hit sign in. In this case, my employer has given all students and staff access to this, and we go through their portal. So let's type my name properly. Ooh, now there's a problem too. I don't want the capital, case sensitive. You get sick of typing your address, and I hit continue. Takes a little while, waiting. And here we go. It goes to our Enterprise ID sign-in, and for people in the Lismore Diocese Catholic Schools Office, this is our process. Other schools, other businesses may take you through different processes, but we sign in through our CSO email. So again, got to make sure, of course, just go back and make sure you didn't get a capitalised at the front. No, we didn't, because it throws things out. Hit next. Now, here's our standard access or authentication, and this is the same as our internet access. So for students, it's just how you get into the internet stuff. Same. That's it. And of course, get rid of the capital at the front, and then our password. And log in. Enterprise ID sign in, that's what we're looking for, that's a good sign. So that's taking us through signing into Adobe Federated Authority, that's what we want. Here comes a Creative Cloud installer, and straight away installing. So we've got to wait for it to install, it takes a little while. Complete. That went really quickly. Not always that quick, but here we go. Logging into Creative Cloud. You can see the little Creative Cloud icons come up here, and that's what we want. Now that's black, so it's now active. It will actually go through an updating process to get the latest version, even though that file I downloaded to install was off their website. They do updates pretty regularly, and so this is likely to happen. Every now and then they will update the installer. It's an automatic update, so just got to live with that as we wait for it to update. I'll show you that link to get to the desktop link in a minute. Or the download, sorry, in a minute. So we'll have a look. There we go. Waiting for it to start. In a minute, it's going to come up here with the Creative Cloud app, one would hope. So it's obviously restarting because of the installation. In the meantime, while I'm waiting for all that to happen, there's the download link. Oh, there we go, of course. So there's that download link that I went to download at the start if you haven't got access to the installation file. I want to try and copy that off, freeze the video and type it down. You can just search for it online to find it, and that's what you're looking for on an address. Okay, just minimise this down again now. So it's just loading up the apps that are available. Welcome to Creative Cloud. You can take a tour if you want to. I'm going to skip that at this point. There we go. So these are all the apps that we've got. There are lots. These are the desktop ones. Photoshop, Illustrator, Acrobat DC, InDesign, Lightroom, Premiere Pro, After Effects, Bridge, Lightroom again, Classic, a different version of it, Dreamweaver, absolutely heaps. Some really good stuff there. These are mobile apps, so these are for your iPad and your iPhone. Now you'll see here, they send you a link to install it. Your subscription will allow you to use some of these. It's pretty handy. Photoshop on your iPad is a pretty cool thing. It gives you touch control, and if you've got the latest iPad, of course, you can use the Apple Pencil. So it's literally a graphics tablet in your iPad, which is really, really nice to have. And web-based apps. Most of these, you may not use very often, but the one that we use a bit, or I like, is Adobe Spark. It's really good. There's an online version of Lightroom. Different live streams for people working and so on. Lots of good stuff there. Behance is a showcase for creatives and their work. So you've got access to all these. You click on whichever one you want to install and let it do its work. You can use this to uninstall as well, which you can do as often as you want if you're trying to save space on your laptop. So that's how you get your Adobe Creative Cloud installed.